let me give you a little rundown of what we got going on here today. So we have this lovely 2010 Mazda CX-9 here. Now 2 days ago or 3 days ago I did an alternator because all signs led to the alternator being bad. It was inconsistently charging. It was doing some weird stuff. It just kept dying on them basically, and then they would have to jump it. Kept dying. I came over, I checked it. The voltage was very inconsistent. Sometimes it would be 14, then it would be 12, then you'd rev it up and it would get better, then it would get worse. I checked everything, checked all the fuses, I checked the wiring, checked the battery, you know, checked to make sure it was charging from here and wherever else. And you know, I gave the customer the option. I said, hey, you know, I think your alternator's bad. So I went ahead and did the alternator. Boom. Everything was perfect. Charging 14.2 for, you know, I drove it. Everything was nice. Still charging at 14.2. It was perfect. Everything. She drove it that day for a couple hours. Everything was perfect. No stalling, you know, no nothing. And then the next day they drive it here to work, which is probably about an hour away, and it kept dying. They would idle at lunch and the vehicle would die. So here I am, an hour away, doing a test, 12.3. So yeah, I'm doing anything I can to make sure that my my customer has their car. You know, they paid me for the job, and I feel like it's my duty to make sure this car is in good running shape for them. I'm out here on Disney property in the rain trying to solve this problem. Now there's a couple things that I want to do. Even though this alternator plug here is hooked up, I do want to replace that pigtail. I've been reading a lot of forums and trying to figure out what is going on with this, because this is a very weird situation. Now, here's the weird part. He'll sit here in this exact spot. He'll idle during lunch, maybe take a nap. Boom, 30 minutes. It dies. Right? The car dies, won't restart. Boom, dead. Come back a couple hours later, the car will start right up like it's charged itself on its own, like it just charged itself. Ooh, this alternator is, holy shit. I mean, it's not like hot, but it's warm. I did start this car up, but that was like 2 or 3 hours ago, and it's been raining. It should be cool. Huh, that's weird. So yeah, the car will die, it won't start, and then you'll come back to start it and it'll just magically restart like it charged itself. Like when I came today, for instance, and started it, it started up like there was no hesitation, like it had a fully charged battery and like it was never dead. And then the battery light will come on and come off. Earlier it wasn't on when I started it, and then after a couple minutes it came on, and then I basically like revved it up a little bit, and it went off. When I first checked the car, it was right at 14.05, and then it started slowly dropping. So you know what? I won't be surprised when I figure out that this new alternator, well, it's a rebuilt alternator, but I work with O'Reilly's, and because they treat me really good, I buy my parts from O'Reilly's. It wasn't a new one, it was a reman, but and that was the only one they had too. They didn't have any options, so I bought the reman alternator. But you know what? I'm not even going to be surprised when I just decide to replace the alternator again and it fixes the problem. Anyways, hopefully I'm not rambling too much, and hopefully I didn't lose you guys, but I just kind of want to show you how I do things. You know, I'm here. I'm not getting paid to do any of this. I'm doing this because I have a conscience, and someone paid me their hard-earned money, and I'm not just going to steal it from them. Like, I'm going to fix this car, even if I have to, you know, obviously if I replace the alternator, it's going to be full warranty. Like I just did it a couple days ago. I'm not going to charge anything, and I'm going to have to buy that pigtail. So, anyways, there's two codes, P0020, but I don't know what that's all about. I'll just clear that for now. So let's see what happens. Normal, perfectly normal start. So yeah, we're out here on Disney property right now. I like it out here. It's so nice. I did have another job that I was gonna go do and come back, but it started raining, so I was just chilling in a parking lot taking a nap. Oh man, I do love the freedom of the schedule though. It's awesome. Alright, so I'm just trying to see if I can find where it's charging at on here. I definitely need a better scanner, but I'm working my way up. Okay, let's go see what it's charging at. We are at 13.8. What happens when we put a load on it? So instantly dropping 13.5. Let's see what happens when we turn on the AC. We'll turn this all the way up. Okay, AC is on. And boom, we are dropping. Huh. Yep. Now, I checked all these. I'm gonna check them again just to be safe. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling on this one, but I hope I can figure it out. I'm gonna check the alternator too and see if it's still getting hot. So these, I'm just gonna clear all these. And now you can see we are at 12 freaking volts. We are getting down there. Holy cow. So, man, this one really has my brain rambled. And I swear, if this alternator's bad, I'm definitely doing a warranty claim 100%, because this has already happened once before, and it's super frustrating. Luckily, the other one was pretty easy to do, but still. 12 volts. See if the battery light came on yet. Battery light is on, and then watch if I rev it. So, I'm not having a good time with this car. I checked everything, the fuses, the wire, or the plug, the grounds. I can't figure it out, so I'm just gonna throw another alternator at it, I guess. And if that doesn't work, I don't know, man. It's starting to get pretty frustrating, because you know, it just sucks, because you make, you know, you get this job, you make money, and then, you know, whether it's something I'm missing or whether it's a bad part, I'm just getting screwed over, you know? Like, all that money I made is now out the door because I'm spending all this time driving, diagnosing, going to the store. Now I'm gonna have to do the job twice. So yeah, it's I just took a vacation a week ago, so I didn't make any money then. I came back, I got sick, so I've made money, but it's been like a minimal amount, and now I'm losing money, so it definitely sucks. These are definitely some of the downsides of the job. Hopefully, hopefully things get better here once I start feeling better and get into a groove. But I'm not really in a good groove right now, to be honest. So, but anyways, I will continue the series. I'm just gonna put another alternator in it. I've seen it more than a sickening amount of times where the rebuilt alternator is just bad. I mean, I would get a new alternator, but it's like I can't fucking find one. It's ridiculous. So, alright guys, I'll catch you once I film the second part. So as you can see, we're back at the Mazda. Now, let me, I want to show you some interesting things. Now first, I already cut to the chase. I got everything out because I didn't really want to go through that. I just wanted to do it nice and quick. So I got everything out. That went well. Now, I'm a little conflicted. So I got the new plug also, so we're going to put that on. But when I checked it, it was charging at 13.9 and then it just slowly drops. Now, this is our alternator that I picked up. There's that. Let me show you this. This freaking alternator right here, compared to this alternator, is shocking. Like, this alternator that I just picked up looks brand new. I mean, look at this. For instance, look at the fan. The fan in there is obviously brand new. Look how nice that fan looks. This fan here, that's not new. Look at all these bolts. Look at this case. Look at this bolt. Look at this pulley. Look at the case. Look at the copper, and the copper looks brand new. Also, you can see some differences here. Like, looks like there's more copper here unless it's spaced differently. Now, when I did the other connector too, the original, I had to take the protector off because this piece was too big. But look at this. This looks correct. See, this is the crap you go through when you buy reman crap, which I bought it because, you know, I don't know why I bought it, but yeah. So also, let's look at this here. So here's the stats. All right, maximum output. Okay, set point 14.6 on this new one. Set point 14.3. Maximum output under full load 140. That one says 159. It's just crazy though. Like, this alternator, I guarantee, is gonna fix it. This one is an old piece of crap that's been fixed 7 times and it lasted a day. It makes me so mad. Luckily, I'm gonna be able to get a warranty claim on this. I already talked to them, so I'm going in and I'm definitely getting my warranty claim 100%. No way I'm doing this crap. I mean, O'Reilly's is good to me, but man, this is bad. Even this pulley is so smooth, and look how grooved this one is. I mean, there's no comparison. So anyways, let's get this alternator in and we'll see what happens. All right guys, so everything is back together. I do not want to do this again, let me tell you what. So anyways, let's go ahead and get set up. Get my voltmeter set up. Okay, I'm gonna put this there and this here. Now we're currently at 12.3. All right, let's go ahead and start it up and see what happens. Please charge. Please, please charge. Okay, so let's just make sure the battery light's not on. Okay, battery light is not on. Please God, be on my side. All right, so we're sitting at 14.2. Better than before, better than before. Okay, now I'm gonna let it warm up
and I'm going to put a load on it and see how it does under load, and then we'll run a battery test
and an alternator test, and I guess we'll see what happens.
All right, so everything is back together. As you can see, I got the voltmeter on, we got this set up. Now let's start it up and see what happens. Oh my God, please God, I don't want to do this again. Okay, everything started up, no loads on the system. I have everything off at the moment as far as like headlights, AC, all that good stuff. So let's see. Oh, okay, not bad. So we're charging at 14, 15. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let it warm up. We're gonna monitor this for a couple minutes. I'm gonna put all my shit up, and then we're gonna do an alternator test, a battery test. We're gonna check it, load it, unload it, and then see what happens. And then we're gonna have to pass it back off to the customer, and then I'll have to update you in a couple days. Well guys, at this point, I really don't know what to do. It'll charge fine sometimes, and then other times it won't. Like earlier, it made it down to like 12.9 or 8, and then when I check it, it's at 13.1, and then it's just, I really don't know what to do. I've checked all the wiring, I've checked all the fuses, I've checked everything, and the weird part is, like when I did the first alternator, it was held at 14.2 beautifully, literally. And then the next day it's just, or like when you start it up, it starts high and then boom. Battery, brand new, 2 days old. Literally. 725. We replaced it right away just to cover all our bases. I mean, it's saying charging voltage okay now, but like, I don't know. I'm just a bit over it. It's weird. I don't know. Anyways, I'll update you in a couple days when she either breaks down or doesn't.